Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a no makeup look. I normally don't like to wear a lot of makeup. Sometimes I do, just depending on the occasion or what, is going on that day and what we're doing. So for today, I'm going to show you all the things that I use to do a no makeup look. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing that I like to do is moisturize, just because my face, it's really oily, but it gets really dry in some spots. So I like to use the oil-free acne moisturizer, Pink Grapefruit from Neutrogena. So I usually just do like one little pump like that. I don't really use a lot, but I'll just spread it all over my face just to kind of moisturize after I'm getting out of the shower, because I do wash my face in the shower sometimes, and you can see like the warm water gets kind of strips my skin a little bit sometimes. So I'll put that in, kind of let it sit for a little bit, and then I do like to hydrate my face. Like I said, my face is really oily, and there's like some spots where it gets so dry and it like tends to like crack, and you can like see it if I put anything on my face. So right now I'm using the e.l.f. Oh, sorry, my camera's really bad. Hydrating booster drops. These ones are very inexpensive, and everything that I use is drugstore. Like I don't have any high-end products really. I maybe have one that I bought like last year, and it still lasted me until today, which that does tell you the quality of them. But I'm really cheap, and I like really affordable stuff. So, and I don't like to go to Ulta or Sephora. I get really like overwhelmed because like I'm still learning and still doing a lot of research on things myself. So for this one, it has a little dropper, which I like. So I just stick it in there, get some. I'll do a drop on my forehead and on the sides of my cheek and a little bit on my chin. And then the same thing, I kind of just really gently rub it, more so in the places where I'm really gonna be dry today. Around. It's kind of like dewy, and like it gets really like that sticky, tacky. Oh, I did a lot on my forehead, sorry, I'm being really shiny. Looks like I just went back in the shower. Okay. So then I'll let that sit for about like a minute or two, and then I'll go into my next step. Okay, so that's drying a little bit. Kind of feels a little bit better. So my next step that I do, I go right into my brows, just because that's how I like to do things. And with this one, like I said, is probably the only one product that I own that is like a name brand. It's the Anastasia. I don't even know if I'm saying it right because I am not not upscale like that, but it's the Beverly Hills the Dip Brow Pomade, and this one's in soft brown. So this is the one that I use. I've had this about a year and a half, and that's as much as I've used so far. Like this thing, I paid I think like the 30 or 40 bucks for it, and it's well worth the money, because I go through eyebrow pencils like there's no tomorrow. So with that, I'm gonna be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's like the double-sided brush, so it has the flat tip on this side, and then it has the spoolie. This one's also a great investment because you get 2 for 1. There's a couple of my hairs already in there, so I like to just brush my eyebrows up first. I'll brush one side and then brush the other side. My hairs get really sparse coming right here, because you can see I have I have this scar right here that I got when I was probably about 1 or like a couple months old. So this one, it goes literally from like the one side of my face, it goes all the way up, all the way right here. So it kind of makes like doing my eyebrows and getting the shape for them like really hard and difficult. So I'll brush them up, and then I'll just go in, get a little bit of the product on, and then I'll fill in my brows. I'm actually gonna use this Morphe palette to kind of just see what I'm doing. So I'll usually start like towards the end and then work it out, and then kind of push this product in towards the center, and then spread that out. So you could already see it's like defining the eyebrow a lot more, which I've had to learn, and it's taken me so many years to be able to do my eyebrows. No, comb through, because you can see there's still some sparse spots. So I'll go back in. Like I don't have, very very thick eyebrows, but they're not like so sparse. Okay, so then after I do the bottom, then I go ahead and do the top, and I sometimes will dip back in just depending on if I want more product or not, but normally I'll just take whatever's left on here because there's so much on there. Like you could already see starting to come off. Like look at that, coming around, and I'll just trace coming back down. See, kind of giving my eyebrow just a little bit more definition without making it look like it's so like drawn on. And then fill it in, drag it back towards the front, and then just comb it on out. And yeah, that's basically all that I do. So I'm gonna do my other eyebrow and then I'll be back. Okay, both eyebrows are done now. So now I'm going to just go in with a little bit of concealer under the eyebrow just to like define it a little bit more. So I like to use the Maybelline, the stick one concealer that has like the little applicator, and I also like to use, mine's a round tip brush, but I haven't really found a flat tip brush. I just haven't been looking, and I've had this for probably about like 10 years, so I'm like, you know what, if it works for me, it works fine. I just haven't had the money to invest a lot of makeup. Like I said, I use a lot of drugstore stuff, Maybelline, you know, L'Oreal, Elf. So there are a lot of still like really good products for the price. So with this one, I'll just open it and then I'll get a little bit on my brush. Honestly, I don't use too much. I'll probably get like about that much. Stick that back in there. And then once again with my mirror, sorry, I'm filming in my living room because my niece is currently in my room taking a nap. So here we go. So you can see I'll just start to fill out on the side first. Kind of drag down the shape that I want, define it up a little bit more, have it come out, and then whatever's left, the same thing, I'll just drag it to the front. Like that. And you can already see it's just like it's highlighting and it's just defining your brow a little bit more. And then I'll just blend it on out. Blend, blend, blend. It gives you like that highlight. I'll like pat it sometimes, but you can already see it's gone. But like you can see the difference between this side and this side, how it just looks like more defined, you know, just like more put together, more sleek. So you can see it's just brightened, you know, and you can just see the difference. All right, so I'm gonna do my other one and then I'll be back. Now that both eyebrows are done, highlighted, they look so much more defined, you know, sleek. I'm sorry I'm using the same words. Still trying to broaden, you know, my vocabulary. Okay, so the next thing that I do, since that's already all done, honestly, I'll just take whatever I have left in here. I am gonna need to get a new one, my Maybelline concealer. So I'll just start under my eye just to get rid of a little bit of those dark circles. I don't really color correct, especially when I'm just like trying to do a no makeup look. I'll put a little bit on the top right here and on the top right here, just to kind of, since like I highlighted the top, you kind of want it all to be one color. And then I'll go in anywhere that I feel like is a little dark and I kind of want to brighten up. So, you know, just make yourself look more alive. All right, and once all of this is applied and you look so ridiculous, you can just blend away. So I'm going to take my beauty blender. It's RT. I got it from, I think, Target. I've had it for a very long time, so that I'll just start blending out. All blended everywhere. You can already see how much lighting it did, how much more awake I look. Just looks so much more put together, and I didn't even really do a lot. Like, it's not even like a full glam. Okay, next we are going to set this concealer. That you can or you can't, it's up to you. I just know that like I said, I'm really oily and I get really shiny really fast, so I want to keep it in place as much as possible. So I am going to be going in with my Becca Hydro Mist Set and Refresh powder. I actually got this as a Christmas present, not this past year, but the year before. So like I said, I've had these products for a very long time because I don't really do a lot of makeup, and since quarantine and because of COVID, honestly, I haven't been using makeup all that much. And then I'm gonna go in with my Farrah brush. I got this from my Ipsy bag, and it's so soft. So I'll just tap. Always tap the excess off, guys. Always tap the excess off, and then I'll just go in here and blend it all out. Blend down your neck. Blend, blend, blend. Honestly, I'll put it everywhere because one, I don't want to be shiny. Two, we just put concealer under our eyelids and we don't want that to crease. We don't want any creases anywhere. So you want to use a big fluffy brush to kind of just buff it all out and set that concealer in place. And the thing that I like about this in the no makeup look is that like it doesn't look like, honestly, it doesn't even look like you're wearing makeup. And that's what I love about it, because I hate when I wear makeup and it gets cakey or I have to like retouch it up all the time. It just is not my type of thing, which is why I don't do makeup like full glam all the time. Only obviously special occasions right now because of COVID. All right, so we have set all of our face. Perfect. Okay, now continuing on, I am going to do my blush. So once again, this was in my Ipsy bag. It's the Auto Bomb Girl Power Cheeks on the Go. It's the Bomb Cosmetics, and I don't even know what color this is. Oh, Houston? I don't know, but that's the nice color that it is. So once again, just a regular brush that I have, blush brush. And that, always tap away the excess. And then I'll just start putting them around my cheeks just to kind of like, once again, brighten up the face and just give like that color. So you can definitely see the difference between this side, like how this is very dull, and this just has like that little bit of tint. So I'll bring it down my cheek and right here, just to blend it out. And then the same on the other side. Down my cheek and just blend it out. I'm still trying to learn my face shape and what looks a little bit more natural to me, because I have a very like, I would say square but long face, just because my jawline is very like defined right here. So I'm still trying to figure out what's best for me. But, and then I'll do a little bit on my nose. I don't know, that's like a new thing. A lot of people are doing the blush like here and on their nose. So I do a little bit, just like that. Just give a little bit of color. And then next, I'm going to go in with highlight. So for this highlight, it's the Ofra, I think I'm saying it right, Ofra highlight in Star Island. I'm already like down to the pan for this one. And honestly, for this, I just use my finger. I know it's probably not sanitary. I do have a brush for it, but sometimes I feel like with the brush, it kind of like gets everywhere instead of just like on the little points that I want to have it, especially when I'm doing no makeup look, you know, you kind of just want it to look just as natural as possible. So I'll just like get a little bit just like that, and then just tap very lightly. You can see it's just a little bit, and just kind of blend it out. Just like the smallest amount, just to get on there. Then the same thing, I'll do it on my other side, just to give, you can see like the subtlest amount of highlight, very subtle. And then obviously I'll do my nose, just a little bit on the bridge and the tip. And then honestly, I don't know why, but I like to go in the inner corners and just kind of blend it out right there. Just once again, my eyes are very small, so as like big as I can make them seem to be, that's what I want to do. And then I'll go a little bit on my Cupid's bow, and then just on the bottom right here. So then you can see it's very subtle but very flattering, and it doesn't look like too much. So now that I'm done with that, I'm going to go in and do my eyelashes. So I saw this thing that people do to like, I don't know what it's called, like warm up your eyelash curler. I don't know if it works or if it doesn't, but like there might be a lot of germs. I don't know. I don't really do it fairly often, but this one I got Target, I think, too. So I'll just go inside there, grab and push up, and do a couple little swoops, little tugs, dun dun dun. I'll hold one for like 5 seconds. I'll look down, give it another little tug, and then release. So you can definitely tell the difference between this set, how much more open and awake it looks as opposed to this side. I have long eyelashes, so I like them to stand up. And that's all that I do to my eyelashes. I really just curl them. I don't like to put mascara because I hate taking off mascara at the end of the night. I just hate rubbing my eyes. It's not something that I like to do. Now that we're at the last and final step, I'm going to set my eyebrows. So I like to use the transparent soap, the Pears. I'll use this one. I still have it in the box. Yes, I do. I haven't used much of it. So I'll use this old e.l.f. brow pencil, the spoolie end. You can see it's kind of already like been used, but I'll dip it in a little bit of water just to kind of get that moisture. I know some people use like setting spray and stuff. I don't have it. I haven't bought any new ones, so I'll just go like this, rub, 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 rub it on there just to get some of that product off. And then that's what I'll set my eyebrows with. So I'll set my eyebrows and I'll just brush up very lightly, because this one, it dries really, really fast. So wherever you're brushing it right now, it's gonna stay there. So the fluffy brows are really in right now. So I'm just brushing them up, and then I'll go through and just like smooth them down. But then I'll do the other side. You always have one side, one eyebrow that you like the most, and I would think that this, my left one, I don't know why, I just love my left eyebrow. And I feel bad because I think it's because this one has the scar, so it's a little bit harder for me to like work and deal with sometimes. So that one, kind of comb it down a little bit, and then just let that sit. And it actually honestly dries super, super fast. So literally as soon as I'm done brushing through it, it's like it's set, and honestly it does not go anywhere. The smell's kind of a little iffy, but for me it works because like my eyebrows all grow in different directions. I thought about getting them laminated, but I haven't had the time to be able to do my research, or obviously to save up money to do something like that, which I think it would be really beneficial for mine because they just grow like literally every single place, and I could never get them to all go the same way. All right, so last and final step is lips. So I don't really like to do too much to my lips, honestly. Like I'll just use Vaseline. I have this little creme brulee one. I did put some on already before I started this, when I got out of the shower, so that they're, you know, pre-moisturized and stuff. But I'm using the Winky Lux. I don't know if you can see it. It's the one that has like the cute little flower inside. That's supposed to do like a natural tint on your lips. So I'll just go in and let it kind of do its thing and brighten up my lips. Obviously the more you do it, the darker they'll become. But ooh, maybe that was too much, but it's okay. It'll like dull out throughout the day, and it'll just like have like that natural like pinky look on your lips. So yeah, that is the last and final step. That is everything that I do, all the products that I use. Honestly, it's not very much, but this is probably like right now my everyday look, just to kind of put something on my face, just to, you know, get up, just to get up and get out of the house, and just to, you know, like make myself presentable. I'm not really working right now, so it's kind of just like to make myself feel good about everything, obviously, that's happening right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll link all the products and everything down below. Let me know if you guys have any questions, but we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.